Today about expectation. Every one of us have expectation, but we want to know what expectation should we have and what expectation we should not have. What is the level of your expectation? Expectation are the strong belief that something will happen or be the case. More than anything else, our expectation determine our reality. And our expectations almost impact those around us. When you are surrounded by people, your expectation affect them as well. In a self-fulfilling prophecy, people may rise or fall depending on our expectation and beliefs. When you have self-prophecy, God put something in my heart. Actually, it's not from God's heart. It's from your heart, not God's heart. I don't care how close your heart is to God, but when you talk something from your own heart, it's not from God's heart. It's from your own selfish heart. There is a program in Iranian TV, they call it Asr Jadid. And people come and show on a stage. It's hosted by someone called Ihsan Ali Khani. And he said one time, I like everyone respect me. And even he wants, it didn't say that, but if you read between the line, if you read his mind, he would like everybody worship him. And one of the judges answered him very well. She answered him with wisdom. با حکمت گفت که احترام باید قلبی باشه. You cannot force people, push people to respect. If you force people, your expectation will fail for sure, and you have a bad result. If you want, oh, me, I want everybody to respect me, then your expectation is so high. But reality is just something like this. The reality is often up to here, and your expectation is so high. That's the problem. Respect should come from the heart, not from here. You may rise in your imagination and even place yourself in seat of God. Oh, من هیچ وقت اشتباه نمی کنم. You place yourself in the seat of God. That's why your expectation is high, but that the reality is here. There's so much distance between reality and your expectation. There is a gap between the reality and your expectation. That is why we have a proverb who said, the grass is always greener on the other side. No? They say, we have a singer and said, hello from the other side. Grass is always greener in the other side. That's a proverb that we use it daily. Or there is another one that said, distance lends enchantment to the view. When your expectation is so high and reality is here, that's not reality. The reality doesn't match your expectation. Even when I wanted to start learning Spanish language, and I want to set my goal. And when I was reading, it was written that if you want to have a normal conversation in people in Mexico, Spain, or Latin America, and you don't know anything about Spanish, your expectations are not real. It takes so many years to reach to that level. That's why your expectation shouldn't be high. If your expectation is everybody respect you and reality is here and nobody respect you at all, then your reality doesn't match your expectation. And you should think about that. You should adjust your expectation with the reality. I'm sure it happened to you before that you heard something about somebody. So and so is so good, so humble, so gentleman. But when you meet that person, your imagination crushed. You imagine someone so humble, so gentle, but you meet that person and you see, oh, angry person with full of himself. Everybody come to me, everybody, and worship me. So, what? I heard so many things about that person. And what I see is exact opposite of what I heard. That's why your expectation doesn't match reality. And when you go to some churches, for example, and you expect something so high, oh, that is a representation of heaven. That should be, right? Church should be a representation of heaven. But when you go to church, and your imagination crushed, your expectation doesn't meet. And you see a lot of hypocrite people, they gossip all the time. They are physically attack you. They are acting like a jerk. The mean one, resident in the church. Unfortunately. So your expectation doesn't match the reality. It also happened about a group of team. A team. You heard about a team. They invite you. Oh, come to us and tell us everything. Come to us, tell us everything. And when you join the team, what happened? Your expectation doesn't meet the reality. What they say, their word doesn't match the reality. Just blah, 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 blah. Talk is cheap. You can talk nonsense from morning until night. Whatever you can talk. There is a all you can eat buffet. You can eat whatever you want. That's like that. They give you food like this, blah, 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 blah. And they call it food, healthy food. But in reality is just a bunch of bullshit. nonsense. It doesn't make sense. So reality doesn't match expectation. For example, you heard about some people in another country that, oh, they are so peaceful, they are so they are after the peace. But when you travel to that country, to that city, you see, oh, there's a lot of chaos, there is a lot of mess on that city. Again, expectation doesn't match reality. You think what I thought and what happened. There is a difference there is a difference between what we think and what is reality. That's why I wanted to talk about expectation today, because in today's world we expect so much, and we expect so much, and we have certain image, and we say, oh, we are certain that should be happening. But so why doesn't happen it yet? You were so certain, but it doesn't happen. At least not now, not ever, not so ever. So don't be so certain. Even it happened in every kind of work. You want your churches full. They say, oh, we fill the church. But in reality, there is turnover. People come and go. And they say, oh, if everybody come to our churches, stays, it will be like mega churches. But the reality is people doesn't stay in your church, because your church is a dump station. Your church is a garbage station. That's why people don't stay in your church. Check the reality. You need a reality check done. Check, reality check. Your church doesn't worth anything. Garbage station. Check the reality. And when you think that you don't make any mistakes, okay. Let's reality check. Have you think what have you done or not? Have you think about that? What have you done? That's a reality check. And all the people around the world, they have expectation. They think, oh, I am so strong. Even Hitler, let's talk about someone powerful like Hitler. He wanted to conquer the world. Oh, I can destroy the Jews and put the Jews into the fire, the concentration camp. And he wanted to conquer the world, but in reality, he get defeated with so many army, so many power, but at last he got defeated. So if you think you are strong, think twice. How like Santa. Check the list twice. Even if you want to make a list, check it twice. Check it twice. What have you done? And really, it really is very important. Check your expectation to the reality check. Some people, they think they saw something, but what you saw is not the future. You think you saw the future. What you see is the demise of Persian language, not the complete finish of Persian language. Somebody said, میبینم که فارسی تموم شده. But you have wrong interpretation, wrong expectation. What you see is demise of Persian language. انقراض و لعنت زبان فارسی رو دیدی، نه کامل شدن زبان فارسی رو. Let me assure you, nobody can be victorious with manipulation, with hypocrisy, and with the lies. I assure you, it's guaranteed. Don't wait. Don't waste your time by waiting. Peace of God be with you all.